Hi, Kevin Ledoux, the Pragmatic Luther. Today I've got a video that has been about, I guess, 3 months in the making. Just going to take you on a short tour of one of the ways that I procure lumber. I grabbed some logs, I think back late April, very early May, and just yesterday I was able to finally realize the lumber from those logs and get it up and stick. So I thought I'd just show you some scenes of how all of that went and how I put the stuff up and stick, and just a little entertainment for you, if you will. So enjoy.
Um, I like
So here we are at the site of these walnut logs,
repurpose that.
and
A lot of character.
we got a guy here who's backing up to the load, and he's got a system to get those logs on his trailer, and we'll be starting that any minute. Here's our logs that we're going to load up, and it'll be up to the guy with the truck to figure out how we're going to cut these up and get them on. But here's the material, and in the next few scenes we'll be showing you how they go up on the truck and then off to a sawmill. Well, we found that there used to be a piece of chain in here, so our strategy now is to cut a butt log up to approximately where the chain was, release that, and then cut just above it again and go for some more length. So we're going to try and cut these as economically as we can so that this gentleman can get the lumber and materials he needs while I get the lumber and materials that I need. Well, the person that's moving these logs is not a logger per se in the industry. This is something that he does all the time. And as you can see, he's got the equipment for it. And this is what's particularly handy for me, because we've worked out a deal where I can get the lumber and he can do the work that I can't possibly do, and that is to lift and transport these logs. My MasterCard to afford all of it. Alright, this is what makes getting lumber easy hard to do. If you don't have equipment to do this, there's really no such thing as freedom. And there we go.
Boy, that's impressive.
So what we're doing here is sawing from a tangential position downward on the log until we hit 40 grain, and then we're sawing there from there through and through. So here we are with one of those logs, fair sized stick of wood here, and we're going to quarter saw this. So here's the stack of boards that came out, 400 board feet. 16 and 15-inch boards and some free edge stuff on the side, and this is ready to be stacked. Before we stack, we clean every board with a brush. Here I've started stacking on sleepers. Each layer of boards is separated by 1.25 inch thick piece of stick that is dry lumber, never wet, and we want plenty of air circulation, and we put the poorest boards on the bottom. Those that might be more susceptible to trouble. As the stack comes up, the boards get better, of course, and the completed stack is pretty large when we get done, with lots of air circulation around it, plenty of space. So once the lumber's been put up in stick, it's covered. I cover with 2 tarps to make sure we're not getting any water down through. And you know, there's airspace underneath. We want plenty of that. And of course, the stickers I used allow air to move through the material freely. So you can see here under the cover, there's the stuff. This turned out to be almost exactly 400 board feet of material. So that's just one of the ways that I procure lumber. It's not the only way. It's not necessarily the way you should or can, but it's one of the options that I'm fortunate enough to have. Thanks for watching.